What's going on, guys? NoSlack Novak here with another episode of Motorsport Manager. We're looking at NoSlack racing like we always do. Now, we've had a great start to the season. As you guys can see in the drivers' standings over here, Laura is our #1 driver, and it's not even close. When I say our #1 driver, I mean she's the #1 driver in the European Racing Series by 15 points. 15 points ahead of Kawasaki. And then Jamie's not doing bad either. We made him a promise in the last video that he was going to finish second overall. And as of right now, he's third, but he's only 4 points behind Kawasaki there too. So Kawasaki is the guy that kind of, he's our #1 threat, and he's also the #1 person that we're trying to catch up to. That being said, let's take a look at our car real quick. Overall, we've got a pretty solid car. We've got the third best car in the field. Cars, really. Top speed, we're solid. We're #1. Acceleration, we're also #1. And then deceleration, we're all the way down in 7th, which is not the best. Definitely not the best. But we're working on another set of brakes. We're above average, but we definitely could improve there, which is why we're actually designing this other set of brakes. Now, you might be thinking, if you've been following this season, you might be thinking, why are you designing another set of brakes? Because as of right now, you've already got 2 great brakes. Yes, we do. But these ones down here, the ones that we're actually using, they only have a potential of 507. The brakes that we're designing right now, they're going to be essentially the exact same as these, where they're going to have a performance cap of 547. So, hopefully, if we get it up there to 547, that'll allow us to have much better brakes in terms of the competition. Now, the next race isn't for 24 days, and these brakes are going to be designed in 14. So, I think after we get done designing these brakes, we're going to go ahead and design another gearbox, because as we can see down here, we only have one that's like not stock gearbox, kind of, not an original part, I guess, for this season. So yeah, we definitely want to design another gearbox. And right now we've got our improvement department set to 16 for performance. That way all of these things here will be done just before the upcoming race. And then we don't really need to work too much on reliability. We're in the 80s already. We're good there. I want to focus more on performance now. Get everything maxed out. And then once everything gets maxed out, then we can max everything else out on the reliability. That being said, let's simulate a little bit, because we do have a politics vote coming up. Now this one here appears to be for longer practice, which I mean, I might be in favor of that, even though we are already up there in like the 90s typically for our setup. This rule will benefit high-quality teams like NoSlack Racing and Kruger Motorsport. This rule will not benefit low-quality teams, Silva, Vexila, yada yada yada. So the practice sessions would then last 20 minutes as opposed to 12. Plenty of time to perfect their strategy. You know what? Oh man, I'm kind of leaning towards abstaining, just because we're probably not going to win this vote anyways. Because see, like right now it's showing 1 person for, 4 people against. So we would have to have essentially 4 out of these 5 vote in favor of it. And we don't have extra vote power to be able to make it, you know, win. So you know what, I'm going to abstain. Let's go ahead and continue on. Even though I'd like for it to win, I'm going to abstain. Mario for it. Maria's for it. Hugo's against it. Martino's against it. Rebecca abstains. So right now it's tied. Kurtley is against. Harvey's against. Yeah, it's over with. We're not going to get this. See, we wouldn't have won. We wouldn't have gotten it. Not even close. 6-2. It lost. 6-2. So even if me and, who is this? Not sure who that is. Even if me and she voted for it, we still would have lost comfortably, 6-4. So I got an extra vote. That's good for us. Would have been kind of nice to have those extra long practice sessions, but oh well. Oh yeah, that's right. We offered Jamie a new contract too. That is interesting. Contract accepted. Beautiful. Glad that he accepted the new contract. He is going to get paid a little bit more. As we can see right now, Jamie's getting $294,000 per race, and that's good for 6 more months. But we're going to sign this new contract, and now he's making $301. So just a little bit more money every single month. But when we re-signed Laura, if you remember, her cost per race went down like $200,000. So that's excellent. I'm very happy with all of our drivers. We've got them locked up now for another 2.5 seasons, which is absolutely excellent. And then our lead designer also locked up for a 1.5 years. Race mechanic over here, Ellen, also another 1.5 years. And then Carlos, we've got locked up for the same amount of time that we have the drivers locked up. So our team is set. We're looking pretty dang solid. Let's go ahead and continue on, and then we're going to go to the practice session. Actually, we're going to go until the those brakes are finished, and then we'll design a new gearbox, and then we'll go to the practice session. Ingledew is becoming a minister. Well, hold on. Ingledew is becoming a minister when he retires. Laura Ingledew is a lady. It's a lady, not a he. Okay, you might want to kind of do your research there. Oh no, Jamie Greaves has a cold. Okay, how long is that gonna last? 5 days. Okay, we're not too worried about that. Not too worried about it. Let's continue on. Alright, brakes are going to be done in 22 hours. Excellent. There they are. Now, with this being done, first and foremost, you know what, let's design the new part. So we're going to go with the gearbox, and then we're not going to do any risky parts at this stage, because we're only in the middle of the season. So we're going to do acceleration plus 20, and then we're going to do acceleration, yeah, we're going to do this one. Acceleration plus 40, reliability negative 20. That's going to bump us up to 576 and 588. 576 and 588. Which we can see here, our gearbox. It's going to be easily the best gearbox that we're going to have. And then we did just get these new brakes in here, right? Like I said, actually, look at that. They're actually better than the other ones that I thought. Nice. 562 on the top performance. Excellent. That is really, really, really good. So what I think we're going to do, we have 10 days until the race. We're going to remove all of those parts, and we're going to focus solely on these brakes over here. And then, why don't we take out, let's see, we should take something out over here. We're going to take out this gearbox, and we're going to throw in the brakes right there. And then let's focus more on the reliability, because we need to get those done. Even if we put it all the way up to 20, it's not going to be completely done before the race, but it will be in the 90s. So yeah, it'll be in the 90s, but then you know what? We won't have the performance that we have here with these brakes. So this is kind of, I don't know, this is kind of tricky. What if, and I'm just kind of, you know, throwing stuff at the wall here. What if we took these guys out? And then just focused on both. No, see, that wouldn't do it. That wouldn't do it. Oh man. Decisions. You know what? We're just gonna have to not use these brakes for this race. It's not gonna be a huge issue. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna continue improving these two brakes, both of them. We're also going to continue improving our two good engines, I think. This is actually almost done, so let's just put that in there. And then we'll worry about the engine, which this one has the, you know, more points to go until it's maxed out. And now let's work on the reliability, which, you know what, we're just going to focus the reliability on those brakes. Just so that they get to where we want to have them for the, not this race, but the race after that. And we can kind of babysit this. Let's check this out. So we've gone about 6, maybe 7 days. How is the reliability looking? 70%. See, so that's not bad, especially given the fact that we're not going to be using them this race. So let's go ahead. We're going to put in this set of brakes too. Because those are definitely going to be the brakes that we use for the rest of the season. I'm not going to say definitely. Most likely, those are going to be brakes. I don't think we're going to design a fourth set of brakes, because we've already designed 5 sets of brakes this season alone. So we've really focused on the brakes. That's been our #1 area of focus right now so far this season. So we're going to do that. We can't improve the reliability of this engine anymore. I think we're going to probably build another engine before the season's done. And then let's go ahead, let's focus on this gearbox. Because we're going to be using that one for quite some time. And then we can go ahead and we can continue. 6 days after the race, yes, this is what we're going to do. Beautiful. Okay, let's go over to the practice session. And as always, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do this practice session, guys, and we are... Wait, hold on, what's going on here? Price is $1 million for another vote. No, I'm good, thank you. I don't want another vote. Okay, we're going to travel to Munich. This is going to be... What's the race? Munich Track A. Munich Track A. Acceleration, deceleration, and medium speed corners. So it's a good thing we've been improving our brakes. Because on this, this track, deceleration is very, very, very important. Excellent. Excellent. And also, the gearbox is going to be done in 2 days, so that's going to have to wait until after the race, but that's not going to be a problem. Okay, so Munich Track A. We are going to accept the second place offer of $1.4 million, because we've been doing pretty dang well, haven't we? And let's just make sure we have all the parts that we want to have set up here. So Laura is going to have the better brakes. He's going to have the second best. Then over here, we're looking solid. She's got the best engine. Jamie's engine is pretty dang solid too, though. We're good here. Over here on the gearboxes, we're fine as well. And then, yeah, that's exactly how we want to have that set up. Let's go ahead and go to the practice session. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and I will see you guys right before the race. So race day, Munich, Germany, beautiful. Race objective is for us to get second and above, again, right? We want that 1.4 million. Now the practice session wasn't all that great. It started racing in the middle of it, and we didn't, I don't know, so something wasn't there. We're gonna go with the race trim here, and then, you know what, real quick too, let's check out the weather forecast. It is gonna rain. Not quite sure how long it's gonna rain for. But the first, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9 laps or so are gonna be dry. So we're gonna do a race trim, and we're gonna do soft tires. Race trim, soft tires. I think we're gonna do that for both. Remove the red zone from car condition. That's interesting. That is interesting. However, with our fuel being affected, we can't really do that. We're not gonna be able to push the limits on our cars. I mean, it would be nice in the early parts of the season when, you know, our parts break down a lot. So that would be nice, but we can't use that right now. At least I don't think it would be all that smart to use it right now. Now you can see our setup over here. Look at that beauty. Laura is at 99%. Granted, that was on the intermediate tires, but it went from 95 to 97 to 99 in the practice time. We're going to go ahead, we're going to save that, and that is going to be Laura. And we're going to do 99, right? Just like we have been. Bam, Laura 99, confirmed. Beautiful. So that's definitely what we're going to go with. We're going to go with the soft tires until it starts raining. 25 laps worth of fuel. Excellent. Confirm that. Now, Jamie's also not bad. 98%. So let's save his. And we will do Jamie. 98. Confirm that sucker. Tire choice, we're also going to go with the softs. 25 laps worth of fuel. Strategy, we're going to start off hot off the gate. Bam, bam, bam. If you guys are wondering, I am using the mouse that I just got yesterday during the live stream. And we did do a little bit of weight stripping. Nothing really too crazy. But we are going to be starting off last and third to last, right? So, this is going to be interesting to see if we can kind of catch up. A lot of cars ahead of us in the field. A lot of cars. And we're last and second to last. We are 19th and 20th, but, you know, hopefully that doesn't last too long. Looks like Laura's doing some overtaking already. Excellent. Jamie as well. But Laura went from 20th to 15th in a matter of not even a quarter of a lap. Not bad, not bad. As always, we have to compete with Yusuchev, right? Yusuchev and Santore, who are with Kruger Motorsport. And then we also have to compete with Kawasaki, who is like our #1 competition right now, and Battista of Zampelli Racing. Those are like the two main teams that we're competing with, and those are their 4 drivers. So, yeah, definitely something that we have to watch out for throughout the race. Now, Laura's moved all the way up to 10th now, which is pretty sweet. Jamie's in 17th, so he's still moving up. Even though it's very, very minimal, he is moving up. And now I think it's time for us to kind of adjust them back down to normal settings. They've kind of had their chance to separate a little bit. Laura obviously more so than Jamie. But we're looking decent, we're looking decent. Checking out the weather, yeah, it is going to start raining right around lap 8. And then looks like it is going to pick up, but for how long? That's the question. Let's go ahead and speed up time here just a little bit. Laura's in 7th, Jamie's in 17th. Laura does have one of the best cars in the series. She has to. We're number 1 in top speed and in, I want to say, acceleration, and she's got the 2 best parts on the team, so her car is definitely up there. 7th and 16th now for our drivers. I gotta kind of babysit this weather, which I think is actually going to come at a pretty good time. Oh, and of course Laura just let Kawasaki pass her up. That's no good. There we go. She just passed him up right back. So Kawasaki's in 8th. We really just want to finish ahead of Kawasaki. As long as both of our drivers finish ahead of Kawasaki, and if it's not something crazy like we all finish 15th, 16th, and 17th or something like that, then we'll be good. We'll be good. Top 5, finish ahead of Kawasaki. That is our main objective. And we can already see the 4th place driver, Rogers, has some sort of a mechanical issue going on. So hopefully they'll be having a pit here soon. 5th place for Laura, 11th for Jamie. And 4th place Rogers did not pit, but you know what? That's going to just become more of an issue down the road. So hopefully that'll kind of be our advantage there. Now, the rain is going to start coming here in about 5 laps. 4 or 5 laps. And it looks like we're just going to have to go on the intermediates once it does come. Doesn't look like it's going to be bad enough for the wets. Laura just passed up Rogers for 4th now. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Laura's definitely going to have to pit about a lap ahead of Jamie, which is going to, I think, work out pretty well for us. She's at 44% on her tires and 2 laps to go until it really starts raining. So I think we're going to be able to go those full 2 laps. I think this is going to work out very, very well for us. And then apparently it's going to last for quite some time, at least 7 or 8 laps. The dampness or the wetness on the track. Laura's in 3rd now, excellent. Jamie's in 10th still. And the 2nd place driver, Gerard, he's got some sort of a mechanical failure as well, so that's good. Maybe not mechanical failure, but he's got a mechanical issue. And here we go. Jamie passed him up too. So Laura's in 2nd place now. Jamie's in 8th. We're doing very well. Laura's got 30% left on her tires, with pretty much 2 laps left to go. Yeah, about another lap and a half, 2 laps left to go until it starts raining. So I think we might try to squeeze out 1 more lap on these tires. You know what? We probably shouldn't. We should probably just have her pit right now. Now is the time to make the decision. We probably should pit, and it is going to rain for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7. You know what? Yes, we're going to pit. We're going to pit. We're going to go with the intermediate tires, and we're looking really solid on our parts. Really, really solid. We're going to do the fast pit stop. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll do the same thing for Jamie, but the next lap. So Laura hopefully has a quick pit stop, 4.02 seconds, excellent. She went from 2nd to, oh boy, she went from 2nd to 13th, but you know what, everybody else is going to have to pit, and she's going to have that little extra advantage from having those intermediate tires when it actually starts raining. What's the logic behind leaving me out there on inters? I need to pit. No, you don't. Just trust the process. Jamie, we're going to schedule you to pit. We're going to give you the intermediate tires. We're looking good on your parts too, and you're also going to do a fast pit stop. Now we kind of want to follow Laura here. It needs to start raining here soon. Should start raining here any second. Should start raining here any second. Jamie's pit stop was solid, under 4 seconds. Great news there. I need it to rain, guys. Come on, weather gods, let's rain. There we go, beautiful. Okay, it's raining now. She should start slowly seeing more and more progress. Beautiful, beautiful. That's why we pitted you for intermediate tires. Okay, Laura, can you just trust me? Can you trust me? Can you do that for me, please? Come on. Alright, so unfortunately both of our drivers did drop back. We're in 11th now for Laura and 14th for Jamie. But we are just, 2 of the 5 drivers in the field that are on intermediate tires right now. So we should be seeing a nice little boost there. Should see some catching up to the rest of the field. And the top 8 drivers. The top 8 drivers are all going to have to pit relatively soon because of their tires. Dreyfus, who's in 8th, is on the softs, and then everybody ahead of him is on medium tires. So they probably do have another 2 laps to go, but they're going to have to pit for sure. Now Laura here, she moved up to 8th. Jamie's in 9th now, so we're back to back as far as teammates are concerned. But there's still a lot of catching up to do. There's still definitely a lot of room for improvement. The top 6 drivers are all now on medium tires. And then let's see how this weather is going to persist. Looks like it's going to rain till pretty much the end of the race. I think we're probably just going to stick on intermediate tires for the rest of the race. Now, how many laps do we have left? I'd say about 13. I don't think these tires are going to last 13 more laps. So, it's going to be interesting to see when exactly we kind of go in for the pit. And if we do end up pitting for different kind of tires, or if we're going to just stick to the intermediates. 5th place for Laura now, actually 4th. She just, oh, 2nd now, beautiful. We're in the sponsors objective, nice. So Laura's 2nd, Jamie's in 5th. Oh, well, you know what? I haven't been watching these tire temperatures at all. We need to go down to conserve on the tire temperatures. Yeah, it's probably a little too late for that. We've already let them go into the red zone. Yeah, definitely I messed up there on the tire temperatures, but you know what? It hasn't hurt us too bad. We're 2nd and 5th. And Laura's right on the heels of 1st place driver. Oh, actually, look at that. She's in 1st now. Beautiful. Excellent, excellent. Hopefully she'll be able to kind of do a little bit of separation here. Granted, her and the rest of the field are all on the intermediate tires. Not quite sure what Jansen's doing down there in 17th. Okay, they're pitting now. They're going to get some intermediate tires for sure. But yeah, Jansen was out there on mediums for way too long. Way too long. Jamie's in 1st. She's got a nice 4.5 second lead on the 2nd place driver. Jamie's in 4th. And the best news of all is that Kawazoki's all the way down in 12th. So that's pretty good. We're gonna see some improvements if we can kind of maintain what we've got going on here. Who else are we looking for? Batista. Where's Batista? Oh, Batista's 5th, just behind Jamie by about 3 seconds. And then Yusuchev and Santore from Kruger Motorsport. Yusuchev is in 6th, and then Santore is in 10th. So you know what? I mean, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. 9 laps remaining. Laura still has at least 2 more laps left in her tires. Now, it is going to stop raining in about... You know what? It is going to stop raining in about 4 laps. But I feel... And only really those 2 laps are going to... The last 2 laps are going to be... like soft tire weather. Or, track conditions. So I don't know, I'm kind of nervous. What should we do here? Should we just maintain the intermediate tires, or should we switch over to those, to like the soft tires? Because the wetness on the track is going to just continue to go down. We're going to have to make a decision here pretty soon. She's got a nice 9-second lead on Gree. Oh wait, Jamie's in 2nd. Beautiful. So our drivers are 1st and 2nd. Excellent. That's great to see. Great to see. Laura can go ahead and do 1 more lap. I think, yes, we'll have Laura do 1 more lap on these tires. And now I think we're going to go ahead. Let's pause the game real quick. Let's kind of think this through. So she's going to finish this this lap, and then there's going to be 4 more laps to go. I think we're going to have her do those 4 laps on the soft tires. I think that's the way to go. She does have the fuel, so she's, yeah, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to pit. We're going to give her the soft tires. Condition on our parts is looking solid. The suspension's a little iffy, but we're going to be good. We're going to do the fast pit stop there for Laura. Let's go ahead and schedule that. And then we're going to just have her run all the way out there. She's got plenty of fuel too, so we'll be able to put her on those softs and then have her drive in overtake mode for the rest of the race. And then she does have that 10-second lead on Capel, who's in 3rd place right now. You know what? Hold on though. Wait, there's 5 laps left. Yeah, we have to pit. We have to. I was gonna say we could try to make it the rest of the race without pitting, but I don't think that's smart. Now, great pit stop. Great pit stop. She got passed by Jamie and 3 other drivers. She is in 7th right now. We can actually just do this. We're gonna put her in neutral and we're gonna put her in high engine mode, and then we're gonna wait until the rain stops, and then we're gonna put her on overtake. So we've got that going for us there. Jamie here has 36% left on his tires. You know what? I think we're going to leave him the way he is. Let's put him on a high mode right now. Laura, I know we probably should have kept you on intermediates. That was I probably should have kept her on the intermediate tires. That is no good. No good, no good, no good. She's dropping down. The rain needs to stop. The rain is going to stop. Dampness on the track needs to go bye-bye. Come on, rain, get the heck out of here. Okay, so Jamie's solid. Jamie's looking really good. He's in 1st by 2 seconds. He's looking good there. Laura dropped down all the way to 9th. We are going to have to bump her up now. Let's go to overtake. The dampness on the track is going away. Now is her time to shine. The last 2 laps of the race, we need her to really pick it up. We need her to pick it up. We're going to put Jamie in overtake as well. Let's kind of follow Jamie, make sure that he stays in 1st. The water on the track really needs to go away, which is probably not going to go away completely. But let's see, we have 2 laps remaining. Okay, we'll put her on high, and we'll put Jamie here on high in a little bit too. Actually, we need to keep him on conserve for the tires. You're not going to be able to pit for the rest of the race. Laura's in 5th now. But she's, you know what, she's a full 11 seconds behind 2nd place Batista, so I don't know if we're going to be able to, you know, do any catching up there. Jamie's looking decent. Let's put him on high engine mode now for the last lap of the race. So Jamie's on high for the last lap of the race. His tires are pretty weak, only at 12. We can actually probably put him on backup just so his tires don't like blow up or something. And then Laura over here, she's in 5th. She's battling though. She's battling. Her tires are pretty warm. You know what? We're gonna keep it that way, and then we're gonna keep her on push. I feel like she has the fuel for it. She's in 4th now. If she could get a podium finish, that would be awesome. She's in 3rd. Come on, Laura. Come on, Laura. Get 2nd place. There we go. 1st and 2nd. 1st and 2nd for our drivers. Looks like that's something that's gonna happen. Jamie finished in 1st and Laura finished in 2nd. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Jamie finished only doing 1 pit stop for the entire race. That was amazing. Congratulations to Jamie for 1st place, finishing with 6% left on his tires. Holy smokes. And then Laura finishing 2nd, even with a little bit of a mess up that we had. But you know what? I guess it wasn't really a mess up, because having those soft tires on those last 2 laps really helped. It really did. Oh man, that was amazing. That was a pretty thrilling finish there. That was very, very cool. That worked out absolutely perfect. Yeah, look, a lot of drivers ended up having to do the 3 pit stops, whereas Jamie only really did the 1. He lasted on those intermediate tires for quite some time. Let's go ahead. We're going to continue on. They're going to check for illegal parts, which if you guys have been following the series, you know we don't really do illegal parts until the very end of the season. That way we can kind of transfer them over and they'll lose their illegality. Beautiful, beautiful. Laura, hold on. What's going on here? So Jamie got 20 points and Laura actually got 21, even though she finished in 2nd because she had the fastest lap bonus. Wow. 2 extra points for driving the fastest lap of the race. Awesome. That's great. Now, this is very important, where did Kawasaki finish? All the way down in 14th. Holy smokes. Yeah, Kawasaki, you just kind of took yourself out of it a little bit there, huh? And then Batista, his teammate, finished 3rd. Okay, so Batista kind of kept Zampelli Racing in it. Now, Yusuchev and Santore finished in 6th, and then Yusuchev finished in 8th. So not bad. Kruger Motorsport, they didn't really fall down too much, but they definitely didn't compete with us. Look at that. Jamie and Laura, 1st or 2nd. Absolutely beautiful. That is great to see. That is really great to see. Let me go ahead. I'm going to take a screenshot of this real quick. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love to see that. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. All right, on to the next race, right, guys? Let's see. Let's go back real quick. Drivers' standings. We are 1st and 2nd. That is absolutely beautiful. Laura's got 120 points. Jamie's got 100. And then Jamie's 9 points ahead of Kawasaki. So it looks like our drivers might, in fact, finish 1 and 2 for the season, which would be excellent. That is after 6 of 11 rounds. So we still have 4 races to go for NoSlack Racing this season. But it looks like we will be moving up into the Asia Pacific Super Cup. That's obviously barring any kind of a major setback. Okay, the post-race team report shows that our drivers are still progressing, which absolutely they should. They still have a little bit of potential left. Laura more so than Jamie, but they're pretty close. Laura's just a slightly better driver right now than Jamie is, but they both have excellent relationships with their mechanics. That's great to see. And then Jamie just picked up the trait for race winner, so that is excellent there. And then the chairman's happiness moved up all the way to 96. Unfortunately, the team marketability is only at 58%. That's pretty ridiculous. That's pretty ridiculous. So any kind of interview questions that we do have for the rest of the season, we only lost 216,000. That's excellent. Any kind of interview questions that we have for the rest of the season, we're going to have to answer with the hopes of increasing our marketability, regardless of how it makes like our drivers feel or anything like that. Like, team marketability is like our #1 priority right now, especially considering the fact that our sponsors are kind of expiring here. See, we're gonna have we have 1 sponsorship opportunity available now, and then we're gonna have 2 more after the next race. And there's really no way that we're going to be able to get our marketability up to where it needs to be to get those 4 stars. So that's pretty disappointing here. Interview with XBC Sport. Yes, I have time for some interview questions. Laura finished 2nd, just behind her teammate. Who drove better today, do you think? I'm going to say they both did well. That's going to probably not do anything. But we didn't really have an opportunity to increase the team marketability there. But we can design a new part. Now, let's check this out real quick. We do have the new part. Yes, we do. Beautiful. And then those were the gearbox. New gearbox here, 576. It's already the best gearbox that we have. We just need to really focus on the reliability portion of it. But that's excellent. We should probably do another gearbox. Because we only have the average and the good. If we did design a new gearbox, would it just be good, or would we be able to get it above that? Acceleration plus 20, acceleration plus 40, and then we could do 1 more slot. We could do, let's see, reliability plus 50, but that's going to raise its red zone up quite a bit. And then we could do an illegal part. There's 2 illegal part options. Really, this is the only one that's going to be what we want to use. And that would make it our best gearbox. Maybe not overall, but with the with some development, that would end up making it the best gearbox, which I'm not really too concerned about our gearbox, right? Because we're already, if we come over here to the car screen, our gearboxes are all, oh, we're actually 2nd now. Interesting. We're #1 in top speed, but we're #2 in terms of acceleration. And then our deceleration went up 2. We were in 7th. We're now in 6th. But I'm feeling like our brakes are fine. I mean, apparently they're not. Apparently they're not. But the current best part is great. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Our engines are top of the line. Our gearboxes are apparently now 2nd. NoSlack Racing is only 6th in deceleration. Even with these great components, I guess we've been slacking on them for a little bit too long. Let's check this out. If we do the brakes, we've already done 5 sets of brakes, though. That's the crazy thing. That is the crazy thing. You know what? Engine, we've got 2 good engines. And like I said, we are number 1 in engines, so I'm not too concerned about that. I'm leaning more towards getting another gearbox. Well, let's go ahead, let's design another gearbox, and then that's probably going to be it for the remainder of the season. That is what we want to go with. Plus 10 acceleration, plus 20 acceleration, plus 40. And that's going to make our reliability pretty bad. But we have this locked over here. We can't do the great gearboxes because of the telemetry center. It's not unlocked yet. However, that is going to cost us let's see, we have 9.9 million. Let's just go ahead and do this gearbox over here. We're going to build the part. It's going to cost us 1.2 mil, so that's going to put us down to 8.7. Now, if we were to upgrade headquarters stuff, what would we be able to do? Telemetry center. That would cost us, it would take us 20 weeks, but it would only cost us 5.2 million, which, you know what, I think we can definitely afford that. Especially if we're only losing 200,000 per race. Now, what else could we do? Can we upgrade anything right now? The design center would cost us 8 million. We can't really, I don't feel like we can afford that. The center of a new car, new part designs. Oh, you know what though? But that would be so nice. Upgrade the design center helps towards unlocking new buildings. Wind tunnel simulator, handling, development center, tour center, helipad. Oh boy. Factory, we can't really do a factory right now. Way too much money. We could do a better forecasting center, which is going to kind of improve our weather reports. But that's $7 million. I feel like it's better used somewhere else. Staff center is going to do, let's see, helps your lead designer race mechanics to improve their skills. That would be nice. It also allows the drivers to better their fitness and focus. That would definitely be nice. You know what though, scouting facility, I think we have to go with the telemetry center. That's going to help us improve our gearboxes. So let's build that. 5.2 million, we're going to build that. Cost us, yep, 5.2 million, so we're going to be down to 3.4. But you know what, that's going to last us the rest of the season. That is going to be good for the rest of the season. I think we're pretty set on our car parts. You know what, I'm comfortable making that, Oh, what? Promise fulfilled. Thanks for doing that for me. You made my dreams come true. Promise fulfilled. Wow, because he finished in second, his morale went up 30, but you know what, his morale was already at 100. But, you know, hey, congratulations. Good for you. I thought that was for, like, the entire season, not just for one race. But whatever. Car repairs are finished. Good. Let's check them out. Let's make sure we've got everything going here that we want. Let's go ahead. We're going to remove these 2 parts. You know, we're just going to remove everything. We're going to start from scratch. Okay. So we're not designing any more brakes right now. So our 2 best brakes are going to be these 2, right, in terms of overall performance. So we definitely want to increase those. And then let's see what else. Gearboxes. I feel we're designing another one, but I feel like we want to do this one here, and then we can improve the best engine that we have. We can continue improving that. Now, in terms of improving the reliability, we definitely want to throw in the new gearbox. Now, everything else is pretty set. Let's see. Our 2 best brakes are already at 84 and 95%, so those are solid. Our engines are at 191, so those are solid. Our gearbox is at 96, and then this one over here is only at 20. So that's what I feel like we want to just spend all of our points on. We're going to go ahead, we're going to improve just that gearbox, and we're going to do something like this. No, you know what, let's move it down. We don't need it exactly at 100. So we're going to improve our performance a little bit, but we're going to improve the reliability of that gearbox. That way we can use it for the upcoming race. But you know what, guys? That's going to be the end of the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm sure we're going to do pretty well in the upcoming races to finish out the season. This is going to be the 5th season, and most likely it looks like it's going to be the last season in the European Racing Series. So we'll probably be moving up into the Asia Pacific Super Cup next year, because our drivers are 1 and 2 in the driver standings, and we are number 1 in the overall team standings. Right? Let's double check this. Let's get out of here. We're gonna go to standings, and in the actual team standings, we've got a nice 48-point lead. 48 point lead on Zampelli Engineering. Even if their drivers finished first and second, and our drivers finished dead last, 19th and 20th, they would still not move ahead of us in the team standings. So that's pretty sweet right there. So anyways, guys, like I said, that's the end of the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the next episode of Motorsport Manager. Until then, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.